UX-09 Samurai Saber is a right spin attack bay from Beyblade X's second season. And not only does it pack one of the first major blade gimmicks of the entire series, it also has a brand new type of launcher. Samurai is easily one of the most interesting releases of the entire year, but is the performance bad or simply on another level? Get it? Because the bit is called level. Let's move on. The Samurai Saber Deluxe starter released on November 2nd of 2024, and it has the brand new Samurai Saber Bay as well as the new hold launcher, which could be pretty huge for all those Winder launcher fans. So hit that like button, hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation, and now let's talk about the Bay. Looking at the box first, you can see not only the Bay, but the massive advertising for the new hold launcher, which is pretty much just the return of the sword launcher from Beyblade Burst. It's definitely a little bit more interesting than that though, so we'll talk about that when we get to it. If you guys are interested in getting Samurai Saber or any of the brand new X releases, make sure to go and check out sponsor of the channel, Mall of Toys. They have these new bays like Samurai, Nightmail, and Crimson Garuda up for sale right now. So go and check them out, link in the description down below, and make sure to use code ilinnuc to get 5% off. And on the back of the box, not only do you see all of the different parts of Samurai Saber as well as their connected stats, you also see the portrait for the character that uses Samurai, whose name is Tenka. I don't want to spoil too much about her character and her involvement in Season 2, but she is a pretty major character, so it's a pretty major release. But now let's dive straight into the box, and the very first thing we're going to look at is the new hold launcher. Just to be kind of simple about this launcher, it's pretty much just a grip and winder launcher fused together. However, you do have a different orientation of launching. Instead of pulling the winder towards you, it goes out to the side, which I definitely prefer, although there are some people out there that don't like that style as much. With all of the grips that I've released from Beyblade X so far, they either haven't had any accessories at all, or they've been these little thin pieces of plastic. But here on the hold launcher, we get the very first rubber grip accessories, which is huge. I'm not sure if many people will love the purple color. I don't know if I'm going to use it because it doesn't go with my setup, but it is really nice to see, and I hope we get more rubber grips in the future, and then maybe metal grips if you want something a bit heavier. It's just the right direction. Let's also look at the hold launcher's ripcord. It's going to be a little bit longer than your standard ripcord, and the very top of it is a different shape. While standard winder cords have a loop for you to grab, this one is designed more like a string launcher, which is fine. I don't really know why they made the change. Maybe it looks more like a sword. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you don't want to use this hold launcher ripcord on this new launcher and you want to use it on your own setup, you can do that as well, as they are perfectly cross-compatible. But now let's move on to the actual bay itself. And the very first piece we're going to look at is a 3-in-1 style bit with L or level. Level is definitely pretty interesting because it has 3 different modes in one that just kind of depend on how you actually launch the bay. So if you look at the outer ring, it's going to be very jagged, very aggressive, very tooth-like. And as you get more into the middle, it really simplifies. It kind of seems like an upgraded version of Point, maybe, but I don't know if the performance is going to be as good. The current Beyblade X meta seems to prefer consistency over anything else. So whenever you have a bit that has 3 different modes of play, it might not be as popular. Next up, we have the ratchet, which is 270, and as of right now, this is absolutely the weakest part of the entire bay. 260 originally released on Cobalt Dragoon, and while it has a interesting looking design, because those outer prongs are so big, it's just like your Bey has an extra target, and it makes the Bey worse by making its burst resistance worse. And what makes 270 a little bit more disappointing, specifically on Samurai Saber, is that the two larger areas of the ratchet aren't really covered up by the blade at all. So I think this is going to be a major weak spot for at least the stock combo of the Bey. Although the clear and lime neon green color is, it's nice, I guess. But now let's finally move on to the blade itself, which is Samurai Saber. And the design here is definitely really interesting. It looks really cool as well. You have two major blades, which is supposed to look like katanas. It's the whole point of the design. I also like the shape of Samurai as well. It's in this more oblong or diamond shape, kind of like Heel Shark or Shark Edge. However, the blades definitely kind of round off a little bit, which might not be the best for all-out attack, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. So the entire gimmick for Samurai Saber is that there's these two little pieces of metal that will pop out whenever you launch your Bey. There were some questions on whether or not this mode change was manual, or if after the battle you'd have to push the little wing pieces back in, and that's not how it is. It just kind of freely flies out of there depending on how fast your Bey is spinning. So I don't know how effective the gimmick actually is, and I think Samurai would be even better for attack if that gimmick wasn't there at all, because these little pieces of metal, they kind of round the blade out, which isn't good for attack. At least, I don't think. The weight for Samurai is also pretty decent as well. Mine's around 36.4 or 0.5 grams. Definitely not the heaviest blade out there. Like Whale Wave for me is 38.4. My Arrow Pegasus is 38.2. So 36.4 isn't huge, but it's not light. But whenever we put the entire combo of Samurai Saber together, it does look really nice. I really like this more unique color scheme of this neon green with purple. It looks really good, even though that's a different color scheme than Samurai Steel, which is sort of like a pre-evolution to Saber, sort of. Samurai Steel was a more generic red and blue, which some people do like a little bit better, but I like Samurai Saber's purple and green. It's more unique, especially when the Team Persona members are red, blue, and yellow. Having a purple and green just kind of rounds that out nicely. But now, let's put the Bey to the test to see if the stock combo is any good at all, and then we'll try a round or two with a maybe competitive combo and see how that goes.
2, 1.
Oh, okay.
2, 1.
Oh, okay.
1.
What's that noise? You hear that?
Ew, yeah,
Ooh.
what is that?
What? What? How did it? What?
1.
Come on. Oh. And kind of a lame battle.
1.
Oh
my
what?
God.
Dude!
What the heck?
That counts as a win for me. I won.
How? You burst?
I'm the people's champion.
No, you
I'm the
burst.
people's champion.
You burst.
1.
Oh!
1.
Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. I don't think Samurai has this. Place your bets. Who's gonna win? And the winner is... I won.
1. Let's
What?
Oh! Extreme dash from Samurai.
1.
No. Wizard's just avoiding. Oh! And I don't know if Samurai has the stamina for this. Oh. Let's try it again.
One.
Oh. Okay, well. So now we're gonna try a maybe more competitive samurai combo. It's on 960 and point up against Wizard Rod 960 ball. I don't know if this is a great combo for samurai, but hopefully it's better than the stock one.
One.
Oh. Oh, okay. Is a more competitive samurai enough to take on the King Wizard Rod? Not the most exciting battle. That's for sure. No. Okay. All right.
Let's.
Oh, there we go. Good hits. Okay. Maybe. So what did you guys think of the battles? Overall, I think Samurai Saber in its stock combo isn't the most amazing thing, although the 270 ratchet is really ruining this combo. If you were to put almost any other ratchet in there in its place, I think it would do way better. I don't know how I feel about the level bit either. It seems like Samurai Saber did better on a more simple point bits, but I'd have to do more testing. And finally, for the Samurai Saber blade, I think it did okay. It could definitely hit pretty hard, although stamina was a bit of an issue, and I don't think it's as aggressive as Aero Pegasus, maybe even Phoenix Wing or Duran Buster. It's just not going to hit quite as hard, so is it going to be top tier? I kind of don't think so. But the hold launcher is great, especially the little rubber accessories you get with it. The extended ripcord is nice, and there could definitely be some competitive appeal with Samurai Saber, but we're gonna have to do more testing over time. But that is gonna wrap up this video. If you liked it, hit the like button down below, hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun, and bay away.